Ladies and gentlemen, I am not just warning you of a correction in the crypto market that could be happening any day. I am warning you right now of a specific narrative that I think might be pushed extremely hard in the near future, mostly to shake you out. So I think they might be using this to make you sell your coins, and I want you guys to be prepared. So what I've been noticing is all of a sudden over the last couple of hours, my researchers noticed that this narrative was being pushed a lot. The idea that the ex-CEO of Binance could serve prison for 10 years and that they really did something bad and that things are only about to get worse. It's all gonna blow up and blow out of proportion and that a Binance collapse is about to happen. And even though I'm not a person who can make you a guarantee that something will not happen, what I'm telling you right now is that people are trying to make you fearful. And I don't think this guy is in the business of buying your crypto dip, but think about it. If one guy at the SEC is already putting up such a narrative, just wait until the market starts rallying really hard. Just imagine how much money these guys can make by making you fearful. And you've got to understand, every single crypto bull run, there's going to be many of these buy the rumor, sell the news type of events, where again, the media does two things. They spread to you the rumor, they spread to you the news, and then they hit you hard every step of the process. Because potentially, before they share it, the big guys, the big players in the game, they're a little bit ahead, making sure you always lose. And I think we all know that multiple different crypto exchanges will get some sort of settlement or some sort of warning in the near future, but none will be as bad as Binance. And I'd say that the market, for the most part, was pricing in that something bad would happen to Binance. But this, you got to understand, $4 billion is a lot, but not that much to Binance. They can easily pay. Nothing is really around the corner. And I don't really understand exactly what would make them collapse like this story here is about to say. All this guy is trying to say is that more crimes will be brought up and they're not closing the files. Blah, 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 blah. This is a textbook example of them not necessarily having any new information, just making you fearful. And I love it. I love that they're trying to take crypto prices down. Some people, trust me when I say that, do not want to see crypto thrive. But then I look back and think, if we all know what's about to happen, we all know the Bitcoin spot ETFs most likely will be coming in January. Anybody believing this narrative, I think, is a bit crazy right now. Because from a risk-reward perspective, going hard on crypto now just makes sense. These guys keep continuing on to talk with the SEC. And in my opinion, from all I've covered on this channel, I think the SEC is a big box of garbage, fraudsters, hucksters. Again, my personal thoughts. But they're pretty critical in getting a Bitcoin spot ETF out there, but they can't hold on much longer. And the fact that all these funds want an ETF shows these people want to trade it. These people want to hold it. And from my own perspective, we're not in that part of the cycle yet where I think about selling, except if you want to sell your Bitcoin, if you have those, into altcoins. Yeah, the time keeps getting better and better and better for that right now, because I still believe we are nowhere close to the top. Even though in the journey towards getting to the top, there might be some corrections. And funny enough, even historically speaking, just take a look at this. Many times when we're at the top, Bitcoin just kept rising more. And at these points, guys, is where you see altcoins just absolutely taken off. And right now, honestly, guys, we are watching on the upside, $44.6 thousand. That's our major barrier. And as you can see it here with the yellow line, they're holding it tight. They're holding it pretty strongly. And on the bottom, our most important level to watch right now is roughly at 42,000. As you can see, that's where a lot of the money is stacked up again. And there's something else which was just said that is, in my opinion, one of the most ironic pieces ever. We talked about it a little bit earlier today when we talked about how they often blame all this illegal stuff on crypto. But take a look. If a specific group, a terrorist group, wanted to attack the US, try to move money through a bank, that bank would be required to stop them. The same anti-money laundering rules should apply to crypto too. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. And I love this guy saying, how much is JP Morgan paying you? And now before we move on, guys, this video is sponsored by CAGA Crypto. Take a look at this. CAGA, also known as the Crypto Alliance for Governance and Advancement, is a DAO focused on governance and innovation in the crypto space, whose platform allows members to stake tokens and actively participate in the decision-making process. And so you might ask yourself, what makes it special? Well, the project's white paper notes that it's been designed with a safety net to ensure the project's integrity and long-term sustainability. It's got clear and transparent governance, treasury management, which is extremely important for DAO, and they offer something called liquid staking, which is basically that you can interact with governance and get your CAGA rewards, earnings, etc., without actually having to lock them up. They stay liquid. If you want to get some more insights into what exactly liquid staking means, definitely be sure to check this section out. And here you can see a little mention of ETH. And I must also add that the project does also facilitate and allow you to stake ETH. They've got an additional couple of cool parts, like for example the fact they're trying to help educate the people more about DeFi, more about the latest trends, and obviously it's a DAO, it's like a community platform of sorts. So once you've got coins, you can basically vote for things to be changed or improved, etc. And I think they do updates on that over on their Twitter. They have already turned on some marketing jets, it seems, because taking a look at it now, the price is up like 40% today. And ever since they got listed, it's been quite consistent growth, being not too small of a coin at 150 million market cap, but still, you can see 10,000% gains in a month, listed on quite a lot of exchanges already. I mean, I'm gonna say there is quite some potential still. And fun fact, at the time where I saw this and when I started preparing everything, the price was exactly like 1000, so it's up 45% basically in the shortest amount of time. And I'll say this, if you're interested in DAOs, if you're interested in learning more about all this, you should definitely go ahead and check them out. And so thank you, CAGA, for sponsoring this video. And now 100% real talk, keep projects like this always on your radar, because the fact that they're coming to my channel means they've got so many checks in place, and I always keep any project I have ever talked about in a little list of mine, which you could do in CoinMarketCap, you could do in different places, because for a DAO to get listed on so many different exchanges is pretty interesting to me. It means they really know something a lot of others don't, or they had a frick ton of money, both of which are pretty nice. But anyway, let us move on. Interestingly enough, when we compare cycles, perhaps some interesting things can be found in the fact that some certain things only repeat themselves every other cycle, for example. Like, for example, all these negative thoughts, basically, around the year of the halving. As you can see, before, within this disbelief section, so last cycle, basically, we saw a lot of bearishness, a lot of negativity. The one before that, I'd say it was a lot more bearish, but more neutral. But the cycle before that, it was completely bearish. This time around, we're a lot more bullish, even though we're in this disbelief phase. So things are just different this time. And I want you guys to really understand that because they are so different, I think the campaigns to try to shake you out are going to be way more significant too. Again, they don't want you to make money. They don't want you to do well. Recovery right now, apparently, the progress is about 69%. That's nice. Nice. Very nice. And by the way, if you've not pressed that like button yet, right now is the best time to do so, because nobody's stopping you. And something else that's pretty interesting just happened. Breaking news, fresh out the freaking pocket. Fresh. Elon Musk. Woo! Elon Musk just went, hey. Well, this minute, let's watch this real quick. Price, where explosion? I guess Elon Musk is losing a bit of his influence over the crypto space, huh? But Jack, so the co-founder of Twitter, right now a big crypto guy, he said, move your Bitcoin off of exchanges. And for the most part, guys, I say a lot is on Ledger. And fun fact, whenever I travel, I never take a Ledger. I always recommend you guys to have one or multiple spots around the world to put your ledger in. But there comes a negative thing, which is that at some point you might not have access to your money if you're in a different place. Now, there are many different ways, though, to, in an emergency situation, still get access to your money, which is what I always recommend. And this is kind of funny. I always recommend buying packages of ledgers. This is for the people that have some higher net worth, meaning $100 for a safety wallet. It's not going to cut into their profit by a large margin. I always recommend just buying a ton of them. And just whenever you go, you take an empty one for just in case if you have to transfer data. If you all set it up properly beforehand, it's also easy. But for the most part, actually, I have it so that if money that I keep on exchanges, because I use Bybit for so much, and even right now, you can just claim yourself a $500 XRP trade over on Bybit. I'm not eligible and I'm logged in because obviously, hey, wait a minute though. Perhaps people are picking up on Elon Musk. Let's see. It's going to be interesting to see how the market reacts because obviously the news has not spread and perhaps I'm just very early. But I wanted to say, I use Bybit and exchanges like that all the time because I trust them with my money for the most part. Bybit, I've been to their office. It's like right around the corner here in Dubai. I've been to their Singapore office. I've been to OKX office. But Bybit I trust the most. You know, CEO I know is a real good man. You never know the in-depth of things. But I just meant to say I keep money on there because it's so much easier to quickly buy and sell coins on there than on a ledger or in some cold storage. There's just a difference between, like I always say, your HODL stash you don't want to touch for years and when you trade with, speculate with, etc. My own personal opinion, if you got less than 5,000, maybe 10,000, maybe 30,000, but hey, that's up for debate. Let's say 5,000 as a baseline. I personally think exchanges are just easier and better. Depends on how core crypto you want to be. Because obviously, buying a $60 item to store your money on is worth it, even if you've only got 500, because otherwise you might get zero, right? If all these exchanges go. Whereas if you spend 10% of your worth, you might have turned the rest of the 90% into, 9,000% over time, basically. Because Elon Musk just said, not your keys, not your wallet, as they say, which is indeed quite true. Oh, I just see now. It's actually here that he posted. I've been pausing for so long. So he actually did bring up the market a little bit. Nah, because he posted it here. Yeah, so debatable, highly debatable. And by the way, interestingly enough, take a look at this. Traders apparently are fearful that crypto markets may be in a bull trap, meaning that bulls are getting trapped. We shouldn't be this excited at the moment. But while Bitcoin may have stopped its momentum, and funding rates have gone crazy because people are borrowing money like crazy to go long, which is why a lot of shorts have gotten squeezed out. Open interest for shorts getting pretty wacky and low because obviously bears don't want to fight this after a while. Bears like to fight until things just get broken and broken and broken. And right now, the majority of that, them trying to hold up the line, is at about $44.6 thousand. Ethereum and altcoins are blasting off once again. FUD could propel Bitcoin to 50,000 if it increases. Bitcoin has flattened out since traders made bull trap proclamations, but altcoins are surging again. I'll tell you something else that's quite interesting. Whenever I look at the comments, people are talking about XRP, and I'm telling you, XRP right now is not the craziest of performers, but I can tell you right now that XRP actually is slowly climbing up over time. And they just keep putting the percentages up piece by piece by piece, and this, in my opinion, is perfect for the longer term. Just slowly but surely building. And again, in my own opinion, XRP is not a coin you buy to make it 10x tomorrow, unless we're in a later stage of the bull run, like I explained in my What's Going On with XRP video from 2 days ago. No, but as I said, and I've said this so many times, you buy top altcoins, high ones up there, because you are very certain that in the bull market, they'll come back up again, and they'll do pretty well, not the best, but pretty well. And then as Bitcoin's paradigm shifts, which we're seeing some hints of right now, coins like XRP, etc., become a lot more interesting. Coins like Solana. Again, XRP throughout this year is up, or at least since the bottom has been up 120%. I just met with the guys from Solana. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. But, Solana looks pretty interesting at this at this point right now too, at a low $67. Let me just say it like that. Even Solana ecosystem coins like JIT or GTI, whatever the name is, are blasting off because people are pretty bullish on Solana. Again, one of the coins, ecosystem coins for Solana that I held for a while is also blasting off. I am pretty bullish on Solana, even though there are definitely issues. It's a lot better than the price is showing right now. I do believe the fair value should be around, I'd say double, and that would be nice if Solana doubles, right? And in theory, I should just stop making videos and retire because, as you guys can see here, I've been selling the crap out of optimism. Not selling as in I'm selling my coins, but I've been telling you guys for so long to just go crazy on it. And look, 25% up today. You got to understand, I told you many times that the people I met when I went to Asia, a lot of these guys had their full portfolio in optimism. 20% up is a lot if we're talking about all the money you've got. And now, again, if you've got $500, that's $100. If you got $50 million, which a lot of people have, that's $10 million just made in a day on coins that you are very certain of, meaning they feel no risk. It's different than a meme coin, which can do crazy things all the time. And optimism is in a pretty good spot value-wise, and that's why I bought a ton of it, and I'm pretty happy to see them finally perform a little bit better. It was due. And so I'm pretty happy to see this. I do still believe that the optimism will do a significant amount more, but it's nice to see the first step and that all the altcoins, I think, that I talked about in my top altcoin videos over the last couple of weeks here have popped off. I think every single one of them has done amazing except for XRP. Oh, and XRP is such a big holding, but I know what I'm buying it for, so I don't really mind. But yeah, I'm still very excited about the future of crypto, and I watch it every single day, but this is a nice day.